Alright, what's going on guys? First day back out here for like 4 weeks now almost, so it's been a while, but it's freaking cold, like so cold. Anyway, I just thought I'd just run around and give you a quick visual update on everything that's going on. I'll try not to go into too much detail on everything because you'll all see it in future videos of the cars if we're filming them anyway. But anyway, dragged the old micro out here today. I've got a new timing kit and stuff in the micro here, so eventually when I get time, I'll rip the motor out of the micro, it'll get a new timing kit, just so it's nice and, you know, good. The timing kits in them, or the timing chains in them, are a known issue. They're known to sort of let go, and that's how most people mince engines in micros. So considering that's got 70,000 Ks on it, I would assume it's never had a timing chain, and it rattles a bit on idle. So I thought I'd better change it, put a new one in it. So tonner here, raucous, as you can see, has no donk in it, motor's been pulled out. So big block's been pulled out of that. Again, you'll see when we put the videos up of that thing, but yeah, it turned out that big block was in a very sad state. So at the moment the block's down at the machine shop getting machined. I'm gonna have to bore it again because the bores were not in very good shape. LS31, we have a lot of parts have arrived for the LS31, including engine mounts, pretty much everything we need to build the motor, so that'll be going ahead pretty soon. Big Luxy here, so Lux 1J Hilux, we actually picked up an R150 for it, which is a way stronger box than the G52 that was in it. But we had to order a bell housing from Delos, which we will then have to try and adapt the clutch fork to. So the wait for the bell housing from Delos is like 6 weeks. So that was a couple of weeks ago. So that bell housing should hopefully be here in the next sort of maybe 3 weeks. We've got the R8 Maloo here. It's in just for head and cam package and full new exhaust and a tune. This belongs to a mate of ours, so we're making content on this as well. That's what I'm actually out here today for, was to put the motor in this. I was meant to come out yesterday, as I said in the last video about merch. I was meant to come out here on the Friday to do this, but the flywheel bolts didn't arrive, so the motor wasn't ready to go in, and it was raining out here yesterday, so I decided just not to bother yesterday. That's when I went and cruised with Adam down in the Cressies. Made a video with Adam and Alex. So anyway, the bolts got here yesterday, so came out here today, get this motor in this thing. The AE82, Josh is out here pulling the loom out. That's going down to Sam on Monday, so I'll unload the Micra, I'll load up the AE82, and on Monday morning I'll take that down to Sam at Whitey's there, and it's getting a new loom to suit the Haltech. We've got the Mustang over there in the corner. It's another customer car. We're probably not going to make much content out of that. And we've got Lachlan, who has the red R31 that with an IS tune in it, and you remember sort of just after we finished tuning Adam's car, he brought that out for a tune, but he had boost issues. He actually pulled that apart and found that the turbine wheel was down in the cat. So we were pretty much right. Definitely had issues with the turbine side of the turbo, and he's since sorted that out, so he's bringing that out this afternoon. And not only are we going to be tuning that, but we're actually going to be doing a fair bit more work to that car as well. So we're looking at probably putting the front mount on it, so it's actually intercooled, probably putting GTR injectors in it, so it's got bigger injectors so that we can actually pump a bit more boost into it. And it's got a new RB25, well not new, but a working RB25 turbo on it now. So we've also got to do some work on his exhaust for him, so a bit of work on that, so that'll be out this afternoon as well. So as you can see, there's plenty going on. Alright, so pretty much while I've been away, Rex has been working at this Maloo. He started this last week, so this is the motor out of the Maloo. Dad helped him get it out because it wasn't out here obviously, because that was pretty much when my son was being born. But yeah, I'm out here today to help him get it back in. So Rex has been pumping out work, getting this thing done. So this is just head and cam package, pretty basic. New clutch, going back in with a brand new full X-Force exhaust system, so that'll be good to get that on the dyno next week. He has been filming a little bit, he said, but not a heap. Obviously, it's just been focused on getting the work done. So hopefully the content's all right, but either way, I'll make the video anyway. So you'll get hopefully the full go on that as we go. So apart from that, we also bought the other week another LS1. So if you guys remember Dan, he owned that purple pink VL wagon that I did the RB25, sort of did some work on that last year. He eventually, after a few cars that he owned, ended up with a turboed LS VS Commodore, and he bought it with a motor that had dropped the valve. So he put a new motor in it, got it running all sweet. He then swapped that for something else, I don't know, but the motor that dropped the valve, I bought that off him for pretty cheap. So we pulled that down. We found it had like good set of springs, pretty good cam in it, aftermarket lifters, and really good set of push rods, like Trend 80 thou push rods or something. So Bunch of good gear, high volume oil pump, so had a heap of good gear for what we got the motor for, so that's awesome. We've got some extra gear there for LS stuff for later on down the track. We also Rex bought a set of like 243 Higgins CNC LS heads, which we were contemplating putting on the motor for the 31, but yeah, we sort of decided against that because you put expensive heads on a stock Gen 3 bottom end, and it's like, well, if it lets go, chances are it's going to damage a head, especially if we're going to be drifting it, high RPM sort of thing. So then it was like, well, do we put Gen 4 rods in it? And I think out of that motor that dropped the valve and what we've got in stock here, I think we did end up having a full set of 5.7 pistons to suit Gen 4 rods. So we could put put together a full Gen 4 5.7 for it, and you know, obviously we trust those Gen 4 rods a lot more to hold together and not damage those heads if something goes wrong. But it sort of is open up a can of worms. I mean, all of a sudden then we're pulling down the bottom end to put Gen 4 stuff in it, which means we're going to need to put like new bearings and stuff in it, and it was opening a can of worms. I was like, I'm just not that keen. So I want to be able to drive that thing mercilessly. I just want to be able to beat on it and not have to worry about it. Like, I don't want to worry about bending it. I don't worry about blowing up. Like, if it blows up, whatever, build a new one. So stock Gen 3 bottom end, I'm just going to go back to the original plan of leaving that motor that I pulled out of the VT, just bare bones, not even going to touch the bottom end really, just pull the heads off, whack a cam in it, do a head and cam package, and yeah, that'll be ready to go. So these are the lifters that Rex pulled off that motor we bought off Dan. So Rex has actually fitted the trunnion upgrade already, so they're ready to go for the LS, for the 31. Our cam has arrived from Crow, so we've got our cam, and we are going to use the lifters and push rods that we pulled out of that motor from Dan's LS one. So there you go, that's like the lifters and push rods and the springs we'll use out of that motor, and then we just had to buy a cam and a trunnion upgrade for the lifters, and we pretty much got our motor set up ready to go. So got out of that pretty cheap, which was a really good deal. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know what's been going on a bit. So yeah, this is for the Maloo, it's going in today. That's the motor for the Mustang out there. But yeah, again, that's yeah, not something we'll probably make any content out of. It's a bit obscure for our channel, having a nice car. It is a really nice car though, but it's going to be a bit of a long-term project. It needs a lot of work, a lot of stuff needs to be done. So yeah, fair bit going on lately. Alright, so also Adam's out here today because he's meant to be looking at the Cressida stuff. As you guys saw from the last video, I've pretty much decided to sell up on my Cressida stuff and just buy another one later on if I decide I want to build one still. The only thing I'm going to keep is the clutch pedal that I've got, because that's going to be really hard to replace, but everything else can go. But you know, we had all these grand plans to do stuff today, including this, but Dad's actually organised like a barbecue with a few of the local people out here, so we've actually just been getting ready for that. Rex doesn't really feel like doing the Maloo, which is alright I suppose, because it is Saturday and has worked all week. But anyway, Josh is pulled his loom out of the A82, so it can get loaded up as soon as we're sort of done with our little barbecue thing. I've gone and dug out all of my S13 interior stuff. I've got a mate from the coast that's probably just going to buy it all. He's sort of asking me if I had bits and pieces, and I was just like, I'm sick of storing it all. I was like, just look, you just come and get the whole thing. So he's meant to be coming to get that tomorrow, so I'll let Rex deal with him with that tomorrow. And yeah, I've just got to pull out, I've got some TD42 cams in there I'm going to have to pull out and identify as well, because I've got a guy that might be interested in those. Although I'm pretty sure they're just custom grown, and I don't think they have any markings, so I'll have a look at them. But anyway, we'll go set up this barbecue, clean off a few things and see where we're at.
Star Wars.
Righto guys, so what a day. We're loaded up with the Corolla ready to go. Lockie's dropped his 31 out here, so that's ready to go for us to start on. So sorry it's been a bit of a boring video today, a little update though, hope you enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting this little barbecue today. We were meant to be putting the motor in this Maloo. Anyway, we were just about to leave and I went to grab all the footage off the GoPro that Rex got, and it turns out Rex has filmed this entire Maloo build with the GoPro in time-lapse photo. So we have like 14 pages of photos and no content.
In my defense, the owner did specifically ask me to take lots of photos.
Not 14! So, we've actually got no footage of where this is up to, and we're about to be putting the motor in it. So I'm going to have to do pretty much an entire video from start to finish on this thing, which is going to be very contentless, and I apologise for that. It's going to be a lot of explaining what's going on just because we got no content of what happened. But anyway, it's a Maloo, it's a VE Maloo, you know, LS3 sunroof, really nice car. I'll take over the car. Again, I'll do it in another video on Monday. I don't have time this afternoon, but just came in for full head and cam package, new clutch, new exhaust and a retune, so I'll go through it next week. I'll just I'm too tired, but I've got all the TD42 stuff in the car. Got the S80 interior here, ready to go for Jesse. Hopefully he replies to me soon with what time he's meant to be coming, because Rex has actually got to go tomorrow and pick up a new motor for the Trans Am. So we've got a motor for the Trans Am coming, so Rex is going to get that tomorrow. So hopefully Jesse gets back to me with the time, so we can work around that. So anyway,
What photos are you doing this?
Well, I was like, this isn't how the time lapse normally comes up, and I was like, there's a lot of photos, and I was like, I don't know, I guess Max's program just collates them all into a what would you call it, like a video, like a...
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know that now!
So we've got like a heap of photos of this Maloo build, which is great.
How big's the hard drive?
Which is what the owner asked for, that's my point!
Oh,
Jesus.
goodness. So yeah, he's got the motor in here. It's got full trunnion upgrade, cam, springs. We had to recut, well Rex had to recut a couple of exhaust valves. Double timing chain, yeah, anyway. Again, I'm repeating myself because you're going to see this in the video that I make next week of it anyway. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. We're going to talk some more crap and then get going because I've got to get home. And hope you have enjoyed. Smash the like, smash subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out, bye.